I love the fall. That time of the year when the weather is just starting to cool off, shorts during the day, jackets at night. Like, it's amazing. And of course, school districts everywhere decide it's time to take another break. So we've been taking the opportunity to get out and explore. There's just so much going on in this city, but it's the end of the year. There's just 90 days left in 2024, so I guess it's time for me to prep for my winter arc.
I don't feel right unless the odds against me. Back against the wall of my strength. Yeah. I can't let it break. Everything I've been through, it made me better. Ooh, a little hate, it just made me better. Been through everything, it just made me better. I can't waste the pain, it just made me better. Working every day, it just made me better. 1, 2, check, a 1, 2, I'm going in, is that an L? W is still a win. Got it off the muscle, all I know is hustle. All I know is making something out of nothing. What you think they see it? I had to hop in the kitchen, I'm really on fire, you know, ignited, yeah.
Howdy and welcome back. It is an absolutely beautiful morning. I just got stopped by the security guard and he's like, "Are you out filming B-roll?" And I'm like, "Why, yes. Yes, I am." Energy in this city is just different. Everybody talks about the tech and the traffic, but they did not tell me about these views. Like, this is crazy, and I get all this for free every single day. So after my failed attempt at a self-care routine in my last video, I think the plan is I'm going to use the winter arc, or at least I'm going to use my winter arc to get that all together with a really good schedule. I think that I've tended to let work dictate things. You know, there's a lot of ebbs and flows in my schedule as a creative entrepreneur, and I've kind of leaned on that and inadvertently made that an excuse as to why a lot of times I don't get things done that need to get done, like my self-care, or things that I want to do, like have fun. Now, winter arc is typically associated with like really extreme workout routines, but I don't think that'll serve me. I'm a dad, I have other responsibilities. So primarily what I want to focus on is putting together a really good schedule. That way I can get all the things I want to get done. So rather than continuing to say when I have time, I'm going to use my winter arc to start making time for myself. I just got done with work last night at midnight and it's like 6. I got to get ready for my kid's soccer game. So I'm going to get back home, get a shower and grab some coffee, then get ready for this game. So what is winter arc exactly? It's just basically starting your New Year's resolutions off early. Like, rather than waiting until January, you spend the last 90 days of the year dedicated to starting off 2025 right. Now, some people shave their heads, others go ghost in order to lock in, but I don't think any of that's for me. I'm looking for something more realistic. And personally, I want to use this as an opportunity to reconnect. Isolation hasn't ever really served me. In fact, if you remove connection from my life, I don't know what I would have left of significance. So I want to make sure I'm making time for people. I don't like the idea of super rigid rules where you operate in a vacuum for a short period of time, because once the environment changes, I imagine it's going to be pretty difficult to maintain. Now, most people use winter arc to like focus in on these extreme workouts, but I'm getting a little bit too old for all that. So for me, I just want to focus on like my flexibility. I used to jump out of bed in the morning ready for anything. Nowadays, I sit up, exhale, and then slowly roll out of bed. So I'm definitely getting a little bit older and I just don't have the energy I used to. But more importantly, I don't have the recovery that I used to. I've always lifted weights, so I'm pretty comfortable with that. But it's the flexibility, like it's the stretching, it's the yoga. These are the types of things that I typically shy away from. I just move a little bit slower after an exhausting workout or physical activities with my son. So I really want to focus on stretching, yoga, just doing things to help my mobility. Even when I was out playing baseball the other day with my son, I definitely felt like I cut it short because I was worried I was going to have sore shoulders the next day. And that's not something that I had ever considered until a few instances of playing sports. And then the next day I regretted it because I just don't bounce back from physical exercise like I used to. So my plan is to do at least 20 minutes of yoga every day. It's something I've dabbled in, breath work. Like, I felt like there was a lot of mental clarity that was coming from it, but I just really want to be more consistent. If I can do just 20 minutes a day, which isn't a big task, even if it's late at night or during work hours, like there's always time for me to find 20 minutes to stretch, and the benefits of it are tremendous. Yoga is something that I've gotten into in the past, but it's definitely the first thing that goes when my schedule gets a little bumpy. So this time, Winter Arc is going to be about locking in and really using yoga to get my mental clarity and my physical mobility together. Even just getting up out of this position, it's not going to be pretty. So I've been making videos for the last like 10 years, and I've always fallen off for one reason or another. And this time I hope things are going to be a little bit different. The primary reason is because I've started scripting. Now, scripting is one of those words that in my mind has always had a negative connotation because I associated it with being fake. But that's because I wasn't thinking about it for what it truly is, which is organizing your thoughts. And it's all driven by journaling. So for my winter arc, what I really want to do is make sure I'm journaling for at least 45 minutes per day, whether that be jotting things down in my notes or on paper. I currently spend probably more than that, but I just want to make sure that time is allotted because eventually I might not have the same schedule and then I feel like I might drift into bad habits. So if I guarantee I'm putting that time in every single day, I should have no problem maintaining the current pace of at least one video per week, but I'm hoping to get to the point where I can do more or even do bigger videos. So don't be surprised if you see me drop like a 45-minute video at some point. I just want to really spend my time and sit on a thought. Sometimes I'm just writing down a location or an idea or a title or a thumbnail idea, like just whatever comes out. But the more I think about these ideas, the more they're tucked in the back of my brain. Eventually, when I come back to them, I'm able to just fill in the gaps. I have a spreadsheet that I designed which allows me to access through Google Sheets or on my computer, so that whether I'm on the go or if I'm at home, I can jot notes in wherever I am. You know, I was using Apple Notes for a while, which was working, but it was getting way too convoluted. I was losing ideas and it's just not organized enough. I needed something where I could see it all individually. It makes it way less intimidating and it also allows me to batch create. Being a dad, my schedule fluctuates, so I have to be careful. So because everything's organized, I'm able to pop in, record real quick, shut the camera down, come back and edit the footage later on, but at least that part of it's done. Same thing with the B-roll. Because I know what shots I'm looking to get, I'm able to pop in, grab those shots, shut it down as well. Like being organized makes it all flow more smoothly, and it's super important in order for me to be able to maintain the level of production I want to be able to put out. As long as I keep journaling, I'll never have to wait for inspiration. I'll be able to go ahead, jot my ideas, record when I can, and then get back to being a dad. But like even right now, I just woke up, I got to get to work in 45 minutes. I want to go ahead and knock out this part. And again, it's because I've been writing. I'm just trying to create systems that are going to make the things that I want to do in the future actually obtainable. I don't want my winter arc to break me. I want it to make me stronger. Alexa, turn on all the lights. All right, so I think I made a mistake. When I moved here, I went down to the mattress store. I talked to the guy. I wanted to make sure I had something that was comfortable. And he asked me, how do I sleep? I foolishly responded that I sleep on my stomach. And his response was something like, oh, well, you're not even supposed to sleep like that. So at that point, everything I thought I knew was wrong. And he sold me a mattress that was way too expensive. That is, I think, too soft. It's making my back hurt. I'm waking up in the morning achy. After the soccer game, we came home, I fell asleep. And once again, like my back just does not feel great when I wake up in the morning. And I think this is the problem. So I went ahead and ordered a mattress on Amazon. I've always had beds that were much harder, but after that conversation with the sales guy, I felt like I was supposed to do something different, which is kind of irritating because I just bought this one, but I just can't do this every single day. I need my body in order to work. I need to not be in aches and pains. So that's kind of why I was doing the yoga thing, but I think a new bed will help out. And this is also still part of my self-care. Like, part of taking care of me is like buying myself something. The obvious thing is to make sure my son has what he needs, but after that's taken care of, I'm allowed to do something for me. So I've been kind of putting this off. Like, I've had this thought for a while, but today was the day. Like, I just can't do this anymore. I don't have to do that every single day, but I do want to do it at least once a week. I want it scheduled. I want to make sure it's going to happen. You know, do something for myself, buy something for myself. It can be a small thing, doesn't have to be anything significant. Maybe it's just buying a new plant or going to a concert or just something chill, something just for me. But it has to be scheduled. It can't just be, oh, I'm going to do that in the future. I'm going to go on vacation. No, it has to be something concrete that's definitely going to happen and it's scheduled. So why is this time any different? I'm actually pretty confident I'll be able to stick to my winter arc because I've finally accepted that I have to bring my son along for the journey. By making these changes as a family, it's much easier to maintain. Our children will likely just repeat the behaviors they see in us anyway, so it's best for me to try to stay in front of it and allow them to see me be my best self. Obviously, that's not always going to be the case, but the more structured things are, the more likely they are to happen. So if I'm getting a haircut, so is he.
You got me shaking, yeah, I feel the fever coming on. Boy, you know you're all I want. Keep saying that I hate it, but it's kind of fun. Watching me come undone. No more games. Can't we just say its name? Instead of running away and jumping the gun to play it safe. Let's spend the weekend here in this bed. We can sleep in and let the feelings overflow. Useless trying to fight this. Let's just give in and let the feelings overflow.
I was about to head out and go grab coffee, but it started raining. Like, it is forever raining out here. It's very beautiful, but I know that all the coffee shops are going to be absolutely rocking today. That's okay. I also went out and picked up my favorite creamer, which I should not be consuming, and I'm only going to show this to you because they're paying me. This video was sponsored to you by... I'm not too concerned about my diet as far as my winter arc. I think I eat pretty good. The main thing is just that I want to cut back on my sugar intake, so just disregard everything you're seeing happening right now. As long as I drink less coffee, it'll cut down on my sugar consumption because that's pretty much where all my sugar comes from. I have my water in the morning, but I definitely don't follow through the entire day all the time, so I want to do a little bit better with that. It's good. So how am I going to make this all work? Like, what's my actual plan in order to achieve my winter arc? Well, there's two incredible ladies in my life, and I have not been, really leaning on them. And they are Siri and Alexa. Incredibly reliable. They go with me everywhere, and all I have to do is pick up the phone and call them, and they will do exactly what I need them to do. Go right into my Google Calendar, fill out all my work days, all my events, my self-care, my workouts, like everything that I want to get done every single day, every single week. I need to fill it out on the calendar because you guys always hear me say, Alexa, turn on the lights, Alexa, turn off the lights. Alexa is incredible, and she's sitting right there on my desktop. I've actually been going to a lot of sporting events lately, and one thing I love is that now that all the tickets are electronic, all you have to do is save your ticket and it'll automatically add it to your calendar. The cool thing about that is because it's on your calendar, not only does that automatically sync to my Echo, but if I go, Alexa, show me my calendar for today, she'll show me all the events I have. If I have like a game coming up, she'll say, you're going to the game at the arena at 12 o'clock. She'll further elaborate by telling me the arena is 45 minutes away and there's a slowdown in traffic, which gives me all the information I need for the morning. So all I need to do is input all the information and everything that I need to come back to me will be available. I just need to use the tools that are already there. This isn't going to cost me any additional money. All I have to do is take a little bit of time out every single day to double check my calendar for tomorrow. But mainly the big thing is just to sit down every week, do one big dump of all my future dates, future plans, future events, and then just continue to update it as things change. So that's my plan, that's my winter arc, and that's how I'm hoping to achieve it. Winter arc is not a competition, and if it is in this season in life, I'm only competing with who I used to be a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and that's it. I don't expect to be as fast or as strong as I used to be, but I'm definitely a little bit smarter, and the plan is for me to go into 2025 better than I've ever been. So that's my winter arc 2024. I would love to hear what you guys have in store for the season. Any strategies, advice that you guys can offer, I'm down for it. Put it in the comment section below. Thank you and good night.